Good call. I was going to tell you, Lacy, to remind me because I'm always so worried about recording. And I failed to even ask somebody to help me record. So, whoever sent me that notification, you are an angel. You were sent here to help the whole field. Thank you so much. And everybody, if you could just mute, that would be so great. Okay. All right, here we go. So today we're talking about the who and the what of conversations. We are going to start over because I forgot to record. If your business isn't growing, it is not a motivation problem. It is a conversation problem. And we brought the queen of conversation on for you today. We have Lacy Nielsen in the house. She is going to talk to us about the who and the what, because Lacy, we all know that you're the girl that's out there having those conversations, right? You are the one that is like, hey, we are running to build to 1 billion in LifeVantage. We are so excited. And I'm just going to keep muting. So if you're on here and you're not muted, please just go ahead and do that. That way we can all hear each other. Okay, so Lacy, I know you are out there building this business with your hair, your beautiful hair on fire. I know you are. Okay, I want you to talk to me like I'm brand new in this business, like I'm 5 years old. Lacy, tell me, who are you talking to?
Hey,
Walk us through this.
you guys, if you are brand new to this business, I have onboarded so many consultants, and literally, this is what I say to all of them. And this is what I even do myself. You guys, you know so many people in your own phone. If they're in your phone and you have their phone number, you have some kind of relationship with them. Literally, you have some kind of relationship with them. They trust you, they know you, they might like you, they might not. That's for them to decide. But you guys, honestly, this is what I tell all my consultants. Go through your phone and make a list. And you guys, I honestly do this myself. I start with either, people that I've worked with in the past, people who I've lived a lot of different places, people I've lived by in the past, like my neighbors, my friends, people I've met at the gym. I promise you, you probably have over 1,000 contacts just in your phone. And if they're in your phone, then they know you, they trust you. So honestly, you guys, I just this last month, I have so many conversations, it's not even funny. And what Don said, the life of your business is in the conversations you're having. If you're not having conversations, you have no business. And you guys, let me tell you this, is I'm in so many conversations and reaching out to so many people that I don't even know that when they say, "Oh my gosh, Lacey, I am so sorry it's taking me so long to get back to you." I don't even know it's been so long. I'm like, "Oh, it's been like a month." I don't even know because I'm having so many conversations with people who I'm interacting with. I send out the invite, and you guys, if I get like a no, awesome. I get excited about a no because that is one step closer to a yes. I never feel like people are ghosting me ever because I know how I am. Life is busy and crazy for everyone, so they just have forgotten to respond. And so that's why they're like, "I'm so sorry it's taking a month to get back to you." But you guys, the health of your business is in those personal conversations. Yes, I'm on social media. Yes, I show up every single day and open up my social media store. Posts and stories, those are just like extra. It is the personal conversation. So, you guys, what I've been doing for the last month is I've been going through my phone personally and I'm writing down all the people I went to high school with because guess what? We're all in the same boat. We're all in our mid 40s and we have kids getting married, going to college, going on missions. Kids get more expensive the older they get. And so I'm reaching out saying, "Oh my gosh, Cassie, I was just thinking about you because I know you've got 4 kids just like me. Some are graduating, some are graduated. You're planning a wedding for your daughter. If I can send you a video and you can I send you a 12-minute video that explains how I have been able to build an incredible stream of income to help pay for my kids' sports, missions, college, all the things." You guys, I promise you, everyone in my same age is they're thinking about these things. They're like, "Oh my gosh, we have a fixed income. Our bills are getting more expensive." We had 7 meetings just last week, in-person meetings. I just started doing in-person meetings. I've done everything on social media before. But you guys, that's been huge for me. It's just going through my phone. I haven't done that for, I don't even know the last time I did it. Maybe 10 years ago when I first got into network marketing. I've been on social media for the last however many years, but just this last like couple of months, I've been going through my phone. I'm only at like the H's right now. So you guys go through your phone and whether it's, okay, whether it's a person you went to school with or whether it's a person you live by, a person you used to work with in the past. You know, people I worked with in the past, I'm like, I know you hated having to clock in and out. I know you hated asking for time off for your kids. You know, if you could work from home and make income, would you be open? That's all I'm saying. Literally. All that I'm saying, you guys. It's putting that invite out there. And I have so many conversations, it's not even funny. Um, if it's people that I want a vacation with. Also, you guys like people that I love, that I wish that we could do business in life together. I always say that my consultants I talk to more than my sister, who's my best friend. And I always say, I wish you would join just so like we can be part of each other's lives like I want to. So people that I love, I always say, if you could spend a week on a cruise ship with someone and not want to push them off board, you know, then reach out to them. And so literally all my girlfriends where I've had over the however many years, they've never reached out to me, but I'm like, hey, I just got back from Thailand. I want to do business life vacations with you. Can I send you a video to watch? And guys, they say yes. And I've never thought to ask them, even though they watch everything that I do on social media. They're one of my best friends. We go to dinner every single month as girlfriends. And they're like, okay. I promise you guys, even if people are watching, they're not thinking, oh, I should maybe join. Ask them. Ask them. And we literally have a gift that needs to be shared with the world. So if you know me, you know that LifeVantage is amazing. And just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. If you want to work with them, you want to do business life with them. I don't just like it's people that I want to. If there's someone on my phone who I don't like, I'm not gonna reach out to them. So you guys, it's people who you like, who you want to do business life with.
Okay, Lacy, what I'm hearing is warm market. You're literally going through your phone, starting at A, wherever you want to start. Maybe you want to be like Dirk. I feel like you would start at Z and you would work backwards, right? Start where you want to start. I like to track on a piece of paper, you guys. That's why we have these. We're tracking, we're writing down who we're talking to. So Lacy is saying we start with our warm market. And then from there, we have a conversation that's relevant to them. Like, hey, Lacy, I know you have 4 kids similar to me. We're in such a busy phase, colleges, weddings, all the things. Are you finding that this is like a heavy time? I found this great solution. Could I send you a video that explains it? Right? Like we're keeping it super simple. We're finding that common ground.
Literally, you guys. And honestly, it's been insane. Like I said, I had 7 in-home meetings, and that doesn't even count anything I'm doing on social media. But people, and you know what is so insane is I have the income disclosure. I don't know where it is right now, but I have the income disclosure, and I always say, what number here could make a difference in your life? And you know what they're saying? They're saying 500 difference would be $500 a month would be life changing. And I'm like, what? They're all saying between like $300 and $500 would be life changing. So it's not these people who are like, I need to make $20,000 a month. No, $300 to $500 a month would be life changing for these people. And guess what else, you guys? Another thing that I've found is so my husband, he does this with me, as in he's just on board. Like he talks to people. He just usually says, he just usually refers them back to me. But I use that. I say, hey, my husband's always supported me. And I say, but he's never been on board until this. And then I say, if I send you a 12-minute video that kind of explains, then we can have a conversation. Because you guys, he's always supported me, but he has never been on board ever until LifeVantage. And that's because he understands what LifeVantage is. It took Marcel, who's a presidential, who was next to us on the cruise ship, who I've tried to tell Ryan this for like a whole year, and he hasn't listened to me, but he supports me, but he's never been on board. And you guys, if your husband or your significant other is not supporting you, it's probably because you're not making money. And I always say, when you start making money, your significant other starts being very supportive. He makes dinner more than me.
Mm-hmm. Show me the money, honey.
Yes, totally.
So everything you want in this business is on the other side of a conversation. Lacy, 7 in-home meetings this week. Is that what you said? 7?
Yes.
Is there anybody else that's had more than 7 meetings this week? No, I don't see any hands raised. Okay, so make sure you're taking notes, okay? Because we don't need to be perfect. We have to be consistent and we have to be in conversations. That is the bottom line. So Lacy, I want you to give them 3 hot tips. Like you were in the hot seat. What are the 3 hot tips? I got my pen ready.
open up your mouth. You guys, just yesterday, we were somewhere and we got into the car. I can't remember where we were at now. We got into the car and McKenna goes, Mom, I'm so surprised that you didn't get that lady's social media. My little 11-year-old has seen me do this for so long. And you guys, it's honestly just connecting with people. I sat down to a lady at swimming that I never sat down before, and we just started talking. I learned that she just got divorced. She needs extra income. I just opened my mouth like, "Hi, how are you? Is your which swimming lane is your daughter in? Oh, my daughter's in that lane too." And we start talking. I promise you, just open up your mouth. We are the most connected yet disconnected people ever, and people need connection, human connection, literally. And with McKenna saying that to me, it was so eye-opening. So I promise you, just open up your mouth. Say hi. I walk around the neighborhood and I am friends with everyone who's walking. And I didn't even know people follow me, but somehow they find out your name and then they start following you. And then I see them watching my stories and then I'll watch out. Hey, I saw that you watched or you like this comment. You like this post or you comment on this or you're watching this. Are you interested in whatever, whether it's for health, business, or both? Like I always say too, I'm like, are you interested in this for like another stream of income, for your health, or both? They almost always say both. So you guys just open up your mouth. Literally open up your mouth. Invites. Okay, we're doing 10 invites per day for the next 90 days. Do those first. I promise you, your day will get away from you and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I feel like I've worked on my business all day long. No, eat that frog. Get your invites out of the way. And you know how I track my invites? A little tick. Like seriously, this. And I just sit at my computer and I figure out, I go through my phone. I'm at the H's now, and I write down 10 people that I want to, like literally, guys, these are my people I've been reaching out to. I put them on a sticky note, the 10 people I'm going to reach out to that day, and then I check them off. And then when they message me back, I don't even know where my book is. Sorry, you guys, I have like 10 kids at my house right now. So
And you did 7 in-home meetings this week.
yes,
You're good. You're good.
yes. But you guys, once they message me back saying, yes, I'd like info, that is when they go into my book. That is when they go into like my follow-up book. And I try to close them within like the first week, 2 weeks at the very longest. I try to close them, and so I'm following up with them. I'm reaching out, we're having a conversation. And if within 2 weeks, then they're just like, no, then they're still on my like follow-up book that I will continue to follow up with them every month or every 2 months, like depending. But once they message me back, but literally, guys, you can see this. You can see this. I write down who I'm going to reach out to that day, and then I do that first because I promise you, you're going to get to the end of the day and you're not like motivated and driven by 9 p.m. No, when you're 10 p.m., 10 a.m. in the morning, make a time that you're going to get your invites out before you do anything else. Because that's the thing that people are afraid of. They're like, oh, I just don't want to do it. So I'll do that after I do this, after I do that, after. And then all of a sudden it's the end of the day and you're like, I'll just do it again tomorrow. I'll just start tomorrow. No, it's just like a freaking diet. Like just start. Like I start things like on a Friday. I start things on a Thursday. Like, no, just start. Do your invites first off. And then you guys, another huge tip is I know where I'm going. Like here, I'll turn off. Can you guys, oh, my screen's wet. Okay. I have my vision board right here. So I know where I'm going, what I'm doing, all my goals. But then I took the time to actually write on a piece of paper what my goals are, business-wise, health-wise, marriage-wise, family-wise, impact-wise. I wrote out what my goals are. And then I recorded on a voice memo in my most energetic, happy voice that is like, you're going to do this, Lacy, you're going to conquer the world. I recorded so that every morning when I wake up, I literally power walk the neighborhood and I listen to that. And so it gets me in like a really good mood because I have consultants all the time reach out to me saying, like, do you ever like you're always so motivated. Motivation is created. Like you guys, it's not motivation you can rely on, it's discipline. And so every single morning you can see anyone who knows me in the neighborhood. I am out there with my AirPods in and I'm just like, hi, I'm Lacy Nielsen, So people ask me and I'm like, by the end of the day, I am like, I'm tired and I'm worn out, but I get a good night's sleep and then I start with that. So I like know where I'm going because you guys, no one's looking over your shoulder to see what you're doing. And why are we so willing to work so freaking hard for a boss who's creating the life of their dreams, and we're not willing to work that hard to create the life of our dreams. Like, nope. So, you guys, I literally pretend like I have my boss standing over my shoulder. And then I think to myself, based on the activities that I did today, would my boss fire me? Did I
Mm.
spend all day long scrolling? Because you guys, scrolling is not working. So I literally think that every single day. I'm like, based on what I did today, if I were at a job and had a boss, would my boss fire me based on the work I did today? Ask yourself that question, and that will change how you do things.
Who needed to hear this? Like, who knows they were here and they needed to hear this message today, right? Put a one in the chat if you know you were meant to hear this message today and you're going to show up different the rest of today and the rest of the 90 days, right? Did you need to hear that one thing right there will change your life? That will change your business. That will change the future for your family, right? That is a hot tip. So I heard open up your mouth. I heard invites 10 a day, do those first, eat the frog.
Yep.
And then I heard vision board and then take it next level with a voice memo. I've always heard like motion and emotion. Motion creates emotion. So I love that Lacy gets out, she power walks, she listens to this chant she's made herself about who she is. Sometimes that's the biggest thing. We forget who we are. We forget where we're going, right? Social media is such a distraction. The television is a distraction. We have children, those are distractions. We love them so much. Husbands, wives, whatever. Life in general is a freaking distraction, and we don't have a boss. That's what's so dang hard about this. We don't have a roadmap. Like, if you follow this roadmap for the next 90 days, there's absolutely no way your business won't be different. There is no freaking way. Okay, so Lacy, I love how you're talking to people you already know. Like, I feel like that really like buttons up. This is what we're talking and what we're saying to people we already know. So you kind of brushed on it, but when people are engaging on your social media, when people are engaging in things that you're doing, how do you sort of like take that conversation and bring it to LifeVantage?
Okay. So, you guys, like, if people, I never cold message anybody. Like, they're always either following me, they're watching my stories, they're liking my posts, they're commenting. So it's never anything cold. So I'm like, okay, if they're watching my stories, commenting, liking, I feel like, okay, we have some kind of relationship. So I will go to their page and just check out their life to see what they're doing, what they're about, and then strike up a conversation. I build that relationship before. Like, you guys, I've recruited a lot of influencers, which influencers, they come and go like the wind. But people are like, how did you recruit an influencer, Lacy? And I say, the exact way I've recruited every single other person. We've had some kind of relationship. So, you guys, I promise you, it's the relationship. So go to their page, see what they're about, and then just strike up a conversation somehow. That's exactly what Courtney did to me. Courtney knew about my life before when she was started to reach out. And so I just go in there, I build that relationship, we talk, and then somehow after like talking, a lot of people I watch that I love and that are watching me, they're both into fitness, faith, like, well, some kind of thing. And I'll say, listen, I've stalked your page, and you're so amazing. I love what you're about. I love that you're about your fitness, your faith. You're so full of life. Could I send you a 12-minute video just to watch? Because I think it aligns very well with what you already do, and it could be another stream of income. Um, I just think that you're so amazing, and I would just love for you to watch it. And you know what? If you watch it, and if it aligns with where you want to go and what you want to do, we can have a conversation. And if not, just know that I think that you're amazing. Guys, every single person loves to hear that they're amazing, loves to hear that they're being noticed. Every single person, even if it's an influencer or whatever, every single person loves to know that what they're putting out there, that someone is loving. Just yesterday, we had a Zoom with she's like amazing. And you know what she's told Courtney? She's like, the only reason she's like, I did not want to do this, but the only reason why I'm on this call is because I love Lacy. I've met her in person once like 10 years ago. And she's like, but everything you guys have said, I wonder if God is leading me here. And you guys, it's so crazy. And so just Be interested, not interesting.
Hmm.
I have to stop myself a lot because I'm like, I get so wordy and so talking. I'm like, okay, be interested, let them do most of the talking and know what they're about. So anybody knows that if you're just trying to come and I like get them or whatever. No, just like build that relationship. And that's why, you guys, that's why when Courtney reached out to me when my previous company closed the doors and was closing down our business, the reason why I listened to Courtney first rather than the other seven different women who tried to do the same thing to reach out to me is because I'm like, I loved how she did business and I loved how she knew me. Courtney knew me. Not in real life, but I said, I'm like, Courtney, I love the way you do business. I'll listen to you first. And you guys, she built that relationship for over a year. Sometimes it was business, sometimes it was just about life. Sometimes there was always like an invite. I there's a book called Jab Jab Hook, where like jab jab, you're like talking with the people, getting to know them, and then like the hook is where you're like coming. She'd always be like, Lacy, you live 15 minutes from the corporate office. Just meet me. I can get you some products. She's like, I know you can't sleep at night. I know you're in pain. She knew me. And then she'd be like, oh my gosh, Lacy, your little girl's outfit was so freaking cute. I saw that you took them to Corn Bellies, so she was building that relationship. So then when everything went down with my previous company, I was like, I'll listen to you first. So you guys build that relationship.
When you say that Courtney knew you, did you know each other in real life?
No, no,
I've had multiple times recruited influencers like Lacy. And the thing that has always stuck out to me is when they were asked, how long have you known Dawn? Or how did you get to know Dawn? They would always be like, I don't know. How did I get to know you? Because I made them be my friend. I made them be my friend. I talked to them about the things they were talking about and just random, like, oh my gosh, Lacy, your daughter's dress, how adorable. Like, just genuinely pay them compliments. Like, Lacy, you look so cute in pink. I love that you always wear that. Like, that genuine connection. Over time, Lacy, correct me if I'm wrong, you started to open up to Courtney and she started to understand who you were and
yep,
what you were dealing with in your real life.
yep.
And that was her in, right?
It was so crazy.
But tell the people again, how long did she court you?
A year and a half.
And then what happened?
And then you guys, I always say you can't say the right thing to the wrong person, just like you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Courtney could have said everything right, but until it was the right time, until my previous business closed and I did not know what I was going to do next, I would have said no and no, 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 no. So it's all about timing, you guys. And that's why I'm just like, oh, if someone says no or someone goes to me, I'm like, oh, it's just not the right time for them. Literally, that's honestly what I think. And I promise you, and I tell this to all my consultants, I'm like, I promise you, if you are consistent and you stay here and you work, I'm like, every single person will eventually join you. It's so true. It's so true. It's crazy, you guys. Consistency is a superpower that everybody can have. Everybody, but not very many people have it. But everyone can have it. It's a superpower, you guys. It is a superpower.
And that truly is kind of what the MC Masterclass was born out of. Because as Lacy mentioned earlier, we don't have a boss. We are our bosses. And sometimes we Friday 7 days a week, right? We're just like, it's Friday. The weather's nice. Like the sun is shining in South Dakota. I came out of my gym this morning, which has no windows. And usually when I come out of the gym the last 4 or 5 months, it's gray. Like my house is still kind of dark and it's like not that motivating. I came out and I was like, oh my gosh, let's go. Today is beautiful. Do I want to go to work or do I want to go outside and play? Like I want to go outside and play. But I have a list of non-negotiables that needs to be committed to and done before I go out and play. So thank goodness we have this format. Now let's get it done. Right? Okay, so in the conversation, in the courtship of the year plus friendship, the goal was to build that foundation. So if you haven't started to build those foundations with people, or if you haven't checked in on friends and family in a while, start there, right? Find that common ground, find that connection. And then the next goal is going to be to not over explain. You do not want to LifeVantage vomit on anyone.
No.
No. The goal is to get them a tool.
Because, Dawn, when people are considering this, they're thinking two things. Is this legit? And can I do this? And if you're vomiting on them, they're gonna be like, oh, can't do that. Can't do that. But if they just watch a video, you have a tool, like, I can do that.
Right. Yeah. Even some of the time, I think in LifeVantage, we're so blessed by the science. Like truly, that is the differentiator. What we have our hands on it's not in the market. We have a very special product category. We have activation. We have Protandim NRF2. Our collagen is beyond phenomenal. But if you word vomit on people and you talk about superoxide dismutase, even if you talk about oxidative stress, it's like, what in the hell is she talking about? Like, I thought she just was an interior designer and had fun making houses pretty. And she's talking about oxidative stress. I don't trust it. Use the tools. Do not be a tool. Use the tools. Okay. Tell me your top favorite tools, Lacy.
Guys, that 12-minute ABC primetime video is just freaking amazing. It is. And then sh there's only there's only a couple so that's my number one. That's the one that I always get them to watch. And then Shauna Mucklow's team, they created that business. It has everything in it. I can send the link. Those are like basically the only two things that I use because it has everything there. Everything there. And you guys, I never, ever, ever send a tool without getting them to trying to get them to commit to when they're going to watch it. Like I'll say, okay, perfect. When they say yes, send the video over. I say, okay, perfect. And I usually almost always 100% is use my voice because you guys,
Yes.
voice is so much more powerful than a text. I promise you that. I promise you that. But I always say, okay, it's perfect. It's 12 minutes. What does your night look like tonight? What does your day look like? Can you watch it today or tonight sometime? If I send it over. And then they'll say yes or no. And then I'll send it. And then I'll say perfect. You know, if they committed to watching it today or tonight, I'll say perfect. I'll follow up with you tomorrow if I have tomorrow afternoon if I haven't heard from you before. So then they're thinking, okay, I just told her I was going to watch this. And it doesn't always happen, but they're way more likely. I never just send a tool and have a prayer. I pray that they're going to watch it. No, 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 no. I try to get them to like say, oh yeah, I can watch it tonight. And then I follow with them the next day because I told them I was going to. And then they're like, okay, yes, I've watched it. And then we carry on the conversation or whatever. Or they're like, oh my gosh, Lacy, like the night got away from me. I can't do it. I couldn't do it last night, but I'll do it tonight, you know? And then I'll be like, okay, perfect. I get it. I totally get it. Life is crazy busy. So no worries. I'll just follow up with you tomorrow afternoon if I haven't heard from you before. You guys, I had that kind of like message until they pretty much watch it. And that's just, it's been so much. I used to just send a video and a prayer. Like never worked. So send the video and get them to commit. Like you're getting them to commit. Like you're not being like, okay, you got to watch this tonight. All right. No, you're saying, could you watch it tonight? And then they're going to think about their day like, oh yeah, okay. So they're way more likely to watch it if you can have that conversation. Like,
I'm seeing in the chat, you guys want the tools, and I'll have Lacy post exactly what she does in our chat
yep.
when we're done on this call. But one tip that I want to share is if you share the video, the ABC Investigative Report from your LifeVantage app, if you don't know where that's at, I can show you. If you share it from your app, it will alert you when they watched it.
No way. I did not even know that.
It's amazing. You'll get a little alert in your app that says, June just watched the video you sent her. So share it from your app if you can, okay? And then that perfectly leads into follow up, right? This is our job, okay? So talk to me, like run us through the follow up. I know you said you have a book where you're tracking this. How else are you following up?
Honestly, you guys, just with the book. And so I like whenever they're hot, like so. I wish I could. Let me go try to find. I think it's. I just have
Okay,
to.
you go find it. I'm going to tell them a story.
Have to
I'm
work it.
going to tell them your story. Go get the book. So we know that Lacy was in Courtney's pipeline for over a year, right? So basically, she was following up with her for over a year. And then Lacy joined October, I think, or September of 2024, and she went executive in 3 months. So, what potential are you sitting on? Are you sitting on potential? I bet you're sitting on potential. And what if the only thing that was sitting between you and the potential of a Lacy Nielsen who went executive in like 3 months, right, Lacy? Three
3 months.
months, 3 freaking months. What if the only thing that was sitting between you and that was your follow up? Would you follow up with somebody today? Of course you would. You would 100% because number one, Lacy, has this business blessed your family?
It's changed my health, our financial situation, our life. Like I thank Courtney every freaking day that she followed up with me. I thank her
How good would that feel to know that you changed someone's life? And then to have that person that says, thank you for following up with me. Like that is life. That's why we get up every day and we do this business that sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we're discouraged. We're frustrated with ourselves. We're frustrated with the process. We're frustrated with other people. But there might be one Lacy sitting out there waiting for you to follow up. Okay, show us what you got, girl.
You guys, literally, okay, this is just, it's called my Rise Up Planner. You don't have to have anything. You don't have to have it. You just have to have some kind of a list. So do you guys see this? There is 30 different people that I'm in conversations with, 34 this month. But these are like my 10 that I'm like trying to close this week because we're having conversations and like these are the ones I'm focusing on the most right now. So this is every single month I have like the same exact thing. So like the pink sticky note is just like these are the 10 that I'm trying to close within like the next week. So they're like more to the front of the list. But everyone's it's just a name, you guys. Just a name on a piece of paper. So then when I like want to follow up every single month, I go back, I've got the same list for January, February, March, April, I have this same list. So when I'm following up each month, and I'll follow up with I'll follow up with if I wasn't able to close them within the first like week or two, then I'll follow up with them. And that doesn't mean just like, oh, hey, want to join the business? It's there's some kind of connection. There's some kind of connection that I'm making, And honestly, you guys, that is it. It's literally a piece of paper with their name. And then once they join, I like circle them and they go to a different list. I have not gotten to the technical stuff yet.
That's okay. That's another call.
Yes,
That's
totally.
another call.
Yes,
You don't need the technical stuff until you got the people. So
exactly.
number you need to go find those people. We need to have those conversations.
Yes.
One
But what
thing
I
that I think,
like,
Karen, I'll get to you in just 1 second if I can. One thing I think, Lacy, that sets so many people apart is mindset. Talk to us about your mindset. Tell us how you get right every day and you get going.
because you guys, I literally wrote out my vision. So I personal development is so key. You personal network marketing is personal development with a payment plan. You have to be doing some sort every freaking day to get your mind right. Right. You do. I do savers every single morning. It can take 6 minutes to 60 plus minutes, but every single morning. It's a book called Hal Elrod, The Miracle Morning, and he tells you what savers are. I do those every single morning, whether it's 6 minutes or 60 plus minutes every single morning. So I get my mind right. Listening to my vision statement, you guys, that is so huge. And literally, motion and emotion. I'm like power walking, and I'm just like, I could literally probably repeat it to you because I've listened to it so many times. I know where I'm going. So even if I get told no, like, Dawn, I've had the highest of highs in my business, the lowest of lows, the highest of highs, the lowest of lows. But guess what? This is what I have on my mirror too.
Read
It
it to
says,
us.
"Hi, I am Lacy Nielsen. Only good things happen to me. Life is happening for me because God is guiding my steps." So you guys, even if people think, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened to her. Oh, I'm so sad." Oh, and I'm like, "No, it's happening for me." So you guys, the highest of highs, the lowest of lows, I have learned from everything because I'm like, "Okay, that was supposed to happen. Now, how do I need to learn and grow from this?" And so literally, does not matter what happens to me in life. It's good. It's good and it's happening for me. Whether you think that's bad or good, like it's happening for me. So literally, this is on my you can ask my husband, and I even have these on my kids' mirror. I put this on my bonus on mirror. He's like, "What the crap is this?" Hi, I'm Rhett Nielsen.
Oh, you have their names?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you're the cutest. I mean, but I also think like the gift you're giving your children. The gift we are giving our children through this business with the belief. I know, Tanya, your daughter is the belief building and exploring their own businesses and exploring their own exploration. This is it.
You
What
guys,
a blessing.
I
Okay, Dr. Karen has a question for us, I believe. Are you
one
there?
thing is how do you get like all parents want their kids to chase their dreams. How do you get your kids to chase their dreams? You chase your own, and they just learn through example.
Oh,
Literally.
truth bombs. Okay, I want you to remember some will, some won't. So what next? Nothing starts and stops with one connection. It really, truly doesn't. In my previous business, I talked to one of my biggest builders, much like Courtney did with Lacy. I just talked to her, I talked to her, I talked to her. And then I realized the conversation had to switch. I switched the conversation and she joined that day. But the whole time, you know what? We were still good friends. We still did life together. We were still having fun, sharing all the things. But it was when the conversation switched that she joined the business and we took off. It happens over and over again. Karen, I think we keep losing you, but at any point when you come back on, let us know. Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Hi.
Here, I'll pull over so I don't lose you.
Okay.
Lacy, what I want to ask you is, okay, you broach it with somebody once or twice, and you say you keep asking them, you keep talking to them. I understand the first part of the invite, but then what do you do when you're talking to them for the third, fourth, fifth time? Do you say the same thing? You said you try to find something, talk about that part. I want to hear that, please. Thanks.
Okay. So I'm not just like coming at them every single month because they're on my follow-up list. It's saying the same thing. I'm looking about what happened in their life. There's usually the people are still continuing to watch me. So I'm like, they're still watching. So I like I'm just having conversations. And then it's that jab, jab, right hook, you know? It's you're still, you're still, you're connecting.
Tell them what you said after Easter.
Okay, you guys, this is the exact test message that I sent to all the people I've been talking with for the last 2 months. I'll show you I'll screenshot my exact message and see it's from my cell phone. I've been texting this. Okay. I said, "Did you have a good Easter, Althea? Little chickie heart, whatever. 2 people in my family got electrocuted by the cow fence when we were playing volleyball. Priceless memories." Almost every single person has responded, "Oh my gosh, I am peeing my pants laughing." And you guys, literally, it wasn't me saying anything about the business. And then, you know what they've all said? They're like, "Oh my gosh, I am so sorry that I have not watched the video yet, but I will." It's just me just having fun conversation because that's who we are, you guys. We are social. Like, you've got to be social and just talk to people. Like, seriously, you just reach out and talk to them. So we didn't say anything about the business, but then she was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm dying laughing." Then she's like, "Oh, by the way, Lacy, I have not watched your video yet." Literally, this is our exact message. She's like, she's a anesthesiologist. She's like, "I just got a new team, da, da, da." And she goes, "I'll watch it after something like this." I can't remember. Yeah.
So let me ask you, so if you sent them the ABC and they saw that, do you send them another video? You
And we can't.
sending them another tool then, or you just want them to watch the ABC?
Okay, we didn't hear anything that you just.
Did
I
she
think
hear
what
me?
she's saying, Karen, we're cutting out. I think what she's saying is if they don't watch the ABC, do you send another tool?
She couldn't.
No,
How
no,
about now?
no.
So you're just waiting for them to take bite on that first tool, which is
Yes,
ABC.
yes, because you guys, if they're not going to watch that, if they're not going to watch that, then they're not going to watch something else. So like that's a very powerful video tool to me. So I've sent that a lot. I kind of like it's because if they're not going to watch that, they're not going to watch something else that you sent.
The other thing is the numbers. Lacy has so many people in the pipeline that we're not getting hung up on this one Althea that hasn't watched the video yet. It's like working with all those people in the pipeline. So it's like, how many people do you have in the pipeline? You guys, this is a numbers business. Like I can keep track of the conversations I have, and I can dang near put a star by every 10th conversation to like outgoing conversation to really get somebody to take off, to get engagement, to get traction, to get moving forward. So if you are not having these 10 conversations a day, you're having zero. You're
Yes,
literally actually having zero.
you guys. I literally, my husband. I told you he's on board now because you guys. I double triple his income, and so he's like I'm like max at my job, and so he's like okay because now he understands the comp plan. So the other day he he only has 5 people in his pipeline, and I'm like, because he's like, because I told him I'm like you have got to build your team even though we're together, but I'm just like I'm like he turned down another business that he almost like started because he sees how much potential there is in here. But I'm like, babe, you literally have like 5 people in your pipeline. I'm like, I've got 5 people in per day. I'm like, you've got to reach out to more people. So even people don't get it until you start getting it. So you guys just have these conversations. Like people always think, oh my gosh, Lacy hit EC1, in 3 months, like, oh, she's so lucky. No, I joined you guys. 2 days later, I hopped on a plane and flew to Kansas City because I know I've been in this industry for 10 years. I know leaders are born at events. So if you're not signed up for Vegas, get your freaking butt there. I hopped on a plane 2 days after I joined, flew to Kansas City. On the flight home, I literally made a list of 200 people that I knew this could benefit. And I just freaking ran because I was going to lose all my income in 3 months. So my back was up against the wall. My bills weren't going to go away, but my income was. And so they're like, oh, she's so lucky. Oh no, I worked my ASS off and just literally made a list of 200 people, 200 just on the flight home. It was like a 3-hour flight. And I knew what I had to do. Like my bills don't stop. I wasn't going to pull my kids from sports. I wasn't going to, no, I knew I had to replace that income in 3 months. So that's how it is, you guys. You just have to you have to know what you want. And
who needs a Lacy? Who needs a Lacy looking over their shoulder? Do you need a Lacy judging you for only having 5 people in the pipeline? I need a Lacy. Okay, before we get off this call, we're going to wrap this up in a pretty bow. But before we get off this call, I want you to start 3 conversations. I know that I know that I know that I know there's 3 people that need to hear from you right now. There's 3 people in your life that need you to be a Lacy today. I don't want you to wait. We don't wait for momentum. We create it. We are creating this momentum. You guys, LifeVantage has been sitting at about the same revenue for many years, which is a blessing. That's a blessing that we're holding. But LifeVantage deserves to be bigger. Our corporate staff work their actual ASSs. I can't swear because Lacy didn't, but I would probably just say the word. They work their tails off for us. They do. They do get a paycheck, but they wouldn't even have a job if it wasn't for us. They do this for us. So if they're working that hard, do we think we can step it up and take LifeVantage where it deserves to be? I think we can step it up. Okay, so Lacy, leave us with one more hot tip. Like, I don't know if you've dropped them all, but if you have one more, I know we can wrap this call up and close it out and go do our dang thing.
Okay, you guys, okay. Leaders are born at events. Do your invites first. And then I just haven't said this, but pray. Like God is number one in my life, in my business, in my life, in my health journey. Like he's number one. And I always say, pray like it all depends on God and work like it all depends on you. I say that all the time, you guys. And I always say, I tell it to my news consultants too. I'm like, make God your business partner. He wants what you want. You want to make more money? He wants that too. You want to be healthier? He wants that too. You want to like grow an incredible team? He wants that too. So I'm like, God wants what you want. He's huge in my life. And literally, that's why I always say like that he's guiding my steps. So you guys take action. This call, if it was straight up fire to you, then you're gonna be like, oh, this is so great. When we end this call, don't go back to your normal life. Don't go back to like, oh, there's laundry, there's dishes. You should see my house with so many kids. But I do my invites first. Like if you want it to pay you like a business, you have to treat it like a business. And too many people are like, oh, I don't make any money. Okay, well, that sucks because guess what? You're at the school. Like I have a lot of moms who want to stay home with their kids or be out when their kids are off. And I'm like, I will never work at the school because that is so overstimulating. I'm so thankful for teachers, but I'm like, oh my gosh, they get paid pennies. And I'm like, you're going to work your butt off somewhere to earn a paycheck because bills have to be paid. Work your butt off for yourself and for your life and your dreams. I will never, I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years. And before that, I had a paycheck and I'm an accountant, you guys. Accounting. Are you kidding me? That has nothing to do with network marketing. I will never be at a job where someone looks over my shoulder and tells me when I can do things, when I can take time off, how much vacation I can have, get it. And no. So you guys, if you want it to pay you like a business, treat it like a business and just have those negotiables, non-negotiables, invites. If you have no, like literally, like I said, I don't even know when people are like, I'm so sorry it took me this long to get back to you. I don't even know because I am in so many conversations. But if you're like, I hope that she's the one. I hope that she's gonna message me back. No, like I don't even know because I'm having so many conversations and just open up your mouth. Like McKenna said, Mom, oh, we were at the Linden Temple open house. Gonna go through like a temple. It's like a church. And I strike up a conversation with the people in the back of me. And she's like, I'm so shocked that you didn't get her Facebook. I know when she's getting married. I know where she served her mission. I know where she's from. We were in line with him for like an hour. And I was like, oh, I should have. Open up your mouth, you guys. People need human connection. We do. We do.
Absolutely. Your business is waiting on the other side of your conversations. We are doing a 90-day sprint, 10 conversations a day equals 900 conversations. That sounds scary. But like Lacy said, we probably all have 1,000 contacts in our phone.
At least.
And one last plug for Las Vegas, you guys. If Lacy hopped on a plane 2 days after joining this business and turned around in 3 months to create an executive position, there's somebody that needs you to encourage them to get on a plane next week, right? We might be closed with registration, but I bet you we can find you a chair in that room and we can find you a ticket. And there's people that have slept in bathtubs and crazier things. So let's go bless the world. Let's take everything that Lacy took her time to share with us today and go build these businesses. I cannot wait to go strike up a conversation as soon as I get off this call, and I hope you feel the same way. Thank you all so much. We'll pop the recording as well as Lacy's 2 favorite tools in the messenger chat. So get in there. We're closing registration today. You have just a couple more hours to add people if you feel like this will be valuable. Have a great weekend, you guys. Let's go knock it out of the park. Take care.
Yes, woohoo! Bye.
Woo!